A mother and her 3 children dead after an overnight house fire.
Michael Martin spoke with a close family friend. He joins us live now from that scene. Michael?
Yeah, Annie, Derek, good evening. Really difficult to process what happened here today on Southeast Dawes in Grand Rapids. A husband and father, Mr. Robert Scales, grieving the loss of his entire family here. Taking a look at kind of what we're seeing now, those windows boarded up. But for the first half of the day, investigators were out here trying to figure out exactly how this nightmare happened.
The crews had to quickly put a knock on that fire, and then crews rapidly got to the second floor where they found 4 victims.
It all happened so fast. Someone nearby called 911 after seeing flames bursting from this home on Dawes Avenue.
I thought that it was the houses back here at first, but then, like I said, we saw everything engulfed.
When the flames settled, a mother, Juanita Scales, and her 3 kids found inside. Shanta Harris, who's lived next to the family for 7 years, says she watched as first responders did all they could.
And they started, trying to get control of the fire to get in there, and they just started pulling them out from the front and from the side and working on them, on everybody.
There was a mother and 3 children that were brought out of the house, and all of them were without breath or pulse, and so CPR was initiated in the front yard.
Juanita pronounced dead at the scene, along with her 15-year-old son. The 14-year-old and 10-year-old rushed to Helen DeVos Children's Hospital, but did not survive.
They had the baby over there. The mom was in the front lawn. The other 2, they pulled out. It's just, oh man. It's different when you hear about houses being set on fire and stuff, and then when you actually see it.
A close friend of the Scales family, John DeGraff, was set to see Robert Scales Wednesday morning, meant to help him with a job.
He was going to pick me up at 9:30. There's a house couple streets down from me that this lady needs some countertop work done, and I was going to help him with that. And he didn't show up, and I fell asleep.
When his friend called him back,
he told me what happened, and I was just devastated. It's the saddest day of my life.
A family, their network of friends, now left trying to make sense of such a devastating loss.
I don't know how to act. I don't know how to. I've never lost so many people at one time like this. It's hard to grasp. I'm looking at the boys' room up there, and I pray that they didn't suffer. I pray that they were sleeping and they just didn't wake up.
So back here at the scene, everybody that stops by, family, friends that we've seen so far, just really struggling to process this. Not about 45 minutes ago, some of the neighbors in the area made their way to in front of the house, and they started placing flowers, stuffed animals, and a makeshift memorial for the family right near their mailbox. We'll show you some of that later today. But in terms of what caused this, the fire chief did say earlier they didn't find any evidence of operating working smoke detectors in the home. He says if they did have those, that it might have really prevented how severe of a tragedy we were looking at overnight. But what caused it, they still don't know. Investigators have been here all day. State police did bring in a canine to sniff for possible accelerants in the area. The fire chief did tell us this morning, though, at this point, they have no reason to believe anything suspicious or foul play took place. Bringing those updates, though, for now, live in Grand Rapids, Michael Martin, Fox 17 News.
All right, Michael, tragedy indeed.